Michelle and I are honored to be here in Belgium with all of you on this July 4th to celebrate together. Now, first, I'm always honored to share a stage with our dear friends, Bill and Deborah Kennard. Ambassador Kennard represents the U.S. at the EU with wisdom, grace, and judgment, and I have the opportunity to learn from him daily, and it's been a total treat. But the reason I'm most thrilled to be here today, the reason I'm most honored to have the opportunity to share this day with each of you is that it is here and with you that I have truly understood the meaning of July 4th. You see, it's taken serving my country in Europe for me truly to understand the meaning of Independence Day. Indeed, for 52 years, the Independence Day celebration to me meant barbecues and beaches, fireworks and hot dogs. Sure, the day also stood for freedom and for liberty. Freedom and liberty, fabulous words. But for 52 years, those were words nonetheless. For how could I truly cherish such values as freedom and liberty when I had never tasted nor truly witnessed oppression, occupation, or sacrifice? Amidst the joy and laughter of a childhood spent on the streets of New York and of a legal career focused on the halls of Washington, D.C., July 4th's words, even sacred words such as liberty, tended to blur into images of barbecues and beachfronts. But liberty and freedom should never be confused with lemonade and sandcastles. Being here in Europe, in Belgium, traveling through American battlefield cemeteries in the Ardennes and in Ypres, where so many American boys died to protect the freedom and restore the liberty of others, and where a grateful Belgium never forgets. Being here in Europe, in Belgium, spending time visiting with so many for whom the word occupation referred not to their job, but to the invasion of their homes. Being here in Europe, in Belgium, annually visiting the Belgian town of Mortsel, where the Belgian price in that restoration of liberty was so high. Being here, getting a chance to serve my country by traveling with a dedicated defense minister and talking with our joint troops in Afghanistan, in Kunduz, in Kabul, and in Kandahar. Being here, indeed, this very week, and joining 125 wounded American veterans participating in a bike ride known as Ride to Recovery, meeting together with King Albert, and watching the finish of the Tour de France and Tournée with young soldiers shaking hands with their left hands because they did not have a right arm, and explaining how they lost their legs finding a landmine intended to destroy their brethren behind them. Getting to meet those who have sacrificed lives and limbs so that their children and their grandchildren, our children and our grandchildren, one day could laugh free at barbecues and on beaches, celebrating their Independence Day. So here and now, I've come truly to understand the values at stake. It is the values that define July 4th, whether July 4th comes on November 11th in Ypres, or Memorial Day at Henri Chapelle Cemetery, or even in Tournai on July 2nd. July 4th will never be found on the beach or at a barbecue. It will always be found inside all of us. We thus understand July 4th is not simply about celebration, it's also about obligation. So when it comes to reflecting on the values of freedom and liberty, there is nowhere I'd rather be and no one I'd rather be with than right here with each of you. Enjoy the evening. Thanks so much, and all the best.